Hello and welcome to the Innovation Challenge. I'm Hannah from the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub, and I'm here to present the Innovation Challenge to you. So first, I want to show you this website that we've created to help you keep track of everything involving the Innovation Challenge and all the cool resources you can access and the steps of the challenge. The first thing you'll need to do is access this web page. You can either type this into your browser, arhub.org/innovation-challenge, or go to arhub.org. When you get to arhub.org, you'll see the home page of the Innovation Hub, and you'll need to go to this main menu and click on Learn, or not click on it, but hover over Learn and go down to Innovation Challenge. You'll see that to the right, it pops out something that says Innovation Challenge Teacher's Guide, and we're going to leave that to your teachers. It has a less visual guide that just breaks down different classroom assignments. But we're going to go to the main page of the Innovation Challenge. Here you'll see a really visual breakdown of what the challenge is. You can see a description here at the top and a Register Now button. Be sure to have your teachers help you register by March 14th. The Innovation Challenge will officially start on March 15th, and you'll have several weeks to complete your challenge. Now let's go down to how the Innovation Challenge works. To break this down for us, we're going to go to this video of Dr. Chris Jones, who's our Executive Director at the Innovation Hub.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Jones. The Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub team sees opportunity and challenge. It's these challenges that lead to new solutions that improve our daily lives. So, to start off the new year, we have an exciting and fun challenge for you, the Innovation Invention Challenge. 4 easy steps, and we're going to walk with you along the entire process. The first step is to think about problems and challenges that you encounter on a day-to-day basis. Could be large, could be small. Think about it, and choose one of those to solve. The second step is to actually think about ways that you can solve that problem or that challenge. It could be a product, it could be an app, it could be a business, you name it. The third step is to apply a new skill that you have learned to the solution to the problem. And then the fourth and final step is to develop that solution, that product, or that app, and communicate it out. And again, we'll be there to walk with you along the way, every step of the way. We're excited about the Innovation Invention Challenge, and we're excited about what you will come up with to solve problems in your everyday life. Good luck.
Cool. So that was pretty exciting. Now we're going to break down how this works on the web page. You can see what Dr. Chris Jones just talked about here in this How the Innovation Challenge Works section. It'll even remind you of those steps that he pointed out. Thinking about the problems you encounter regularly, think about how you can solve the problem, apply a new skill to your solution, and develop your solution and share it with the world. This is a very simplified breakdown of what we're doing in the challenge during the next few weeks, or the few weeks that we have the challenge going on. As you scroll down here, you can see some important dates. This means, it says February 10th through 14th, but it means March 14th. We're changing that up, so that should be corrected here shortly. But then you have your other time frames for when you need different things done. You can see an important one is going to be the May 3rd submission deadline. And you'll have more information on exactly how to submit later on in the challenge. You can also find the rules. You can ignore the top part about the science fair if you're not participating in a science fair, and just scroll down to eligibility, teams, and other info about the process. The process is pretty simple. We will break down the engineering design process for you, and then you'll use a logbook that we've created to fill in your answers. To be eligible, you do need to be a student in the Pulaski County Special School District, and teams can be up to 4 students. The scoring we've broken down for you as well. We have each of these criteria are going to be worth 10 points, and you can read all about that here under scoring. That's just to give you an idea so you know what the judges are going to be looking at when they're looking at your projects. And we do have winners. So the top 5 winners are going to receive the Innovation Challenge winner t-shirts, a laser cut certificate of achievement, and a package of virtual learning and group consultation that will help them take their ideas to the next level. They'll learn about topics like entrepreneurship, website design, 3D printing, laser cutting, and more. One grand prize winner will be awarded a prototype of their product or idea. Also, they'll receive a customized t-shirt of their new brand design, one-on-one consultation in entrepreneurship, and also some hours of private instruction. Now, if you don't win, we still are going to have some really cool maker tokens for you that we will distribute to everyone who submits. Here is where the teachers will find their guide, but you don't necessarily need that information. They'll help walk you through some assignments. As you go down, you can see how the engineering design process works, and here's a cool graphic to show you that process. Define, conduct, specify, brainstorm, develop, test, refine, share. These are just kind of some engineering design terms for some simple concepts. You're going to come up with your problem and define it. You're going to do some research so that you know what else has been created and what worked and didn't work. You're going to make the specified requirements, which just means what does your project need to have in order to work for the purposes that you want it to work for. You're going to brainstorm solutions, create a prototype, which is a fancy word for like a model so that you can test it. Then you're going to test it, and if needed, you're going to refine and repeat it until it is what you want. At the end, you're going to share your results, and for the purposes of this project, that's going to be in a slideshow presentation that I'll show you how to create later on in the project. You can also find how this works right underneath here. This is the same information, just broken down in a list, and you can watch some videos about the engineering design process, giving some examples of how it works in real life situations. As you start working through the engineering design process, you'll need to access a logbook. This is where you're going to track all of your answers to different things, how you're going to brainstorm, how you're going to work with a team. So we're going to open this up. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go to File, Make a Copy, Entire Presentation, and just call this your first and last name innovation, or your first and last name invention. And that way you'll have it for your team. If you have multiple team members, you can use multiple people's names or initials. Just a good way to keep track. And remember that you can share this. If you need help learning how to share, you can ask your teacher, or you can have your teacher contact the Innovation Hub to get some support for that. Now we're going to click this back arrow and go back to the main website. If you open the logbook here, you'll have to click the back arrow every time you want to go back to the website. So that's the engineering design process. Next, you're going to learn a new skill. Remember, that was one of the steps. You're going to learn a new skill from the Innovation Hub experts. And your new skill is not required to be something you learn in these, but these are some really cool ideas that you're going to be learning anyway. So if one of these stands out as a new one, then definitely mention that when you submit your final project. So some of them are like Tinkercad, designing for 3D models. How to make things with like recycled materials and things that are pretty easy to find in hobby stores. Learning what a prototype is. Learning about vector design. Branding your business. Building your brand. And then finally, Google Slides, which is going to be all about how to create a slide presentation and submit your projects. All of these as well can be, these are going to be videos that will launch when the challenge officially launches. You'll be able to click on these and it'll take you directly to a video. If you want to learn more about what's in the video, click on this little arrow and it'll show you a more detailed description. So you can watch these at home or during your class if you need some skills learning. Also, your teachers, if one of these stands out to you and you want your whole class to learn it, your teachers can book a field trip with us, basically a session, a class with us, where we can virtually join one of your classes and teach one of these skills, but we can also be there to answer questions that you may have. And if there's other skills that you want to learn that aren't listed here, You can also fill out that form and see if it's one that we can offer. In addition, if you have problems or questions, or want to talk about your specific project ideas and get some consultation on that, we also can provide consultation during your classroom session, where virtually we're available for different individuals and groups to meet one-on-one and talk about their projects. So we're going to continue going down here, and there's a frequently asked questions section. There's lots of different questions here that we anticipated and had asked by some of your teachers. And so if your question is, if you don't immediately find it in the information above, you can click on it here and see if it's answered for you. If your question isn't listed here, you can also contact us, or we'll have your teacher contact us. They'll have a contact form that they can reach us at. So ask your teacher, write down your questions, and send them in to us. And then as we go down further here, these are just some really fun videos that we found that we thought might help inspire you while you're trying to think of your idea for an invention. We've got a few here, and this last one I think is really fun. It is a Shark Tank kid, a kid that presents his idea on Shark Tank. And it's actually a really great invention, and he has a really professional way of talking about it, and really owns his business. So I hope that that inspires you, and I hope that this whole project will inspire you to create something really amazing that solves some kind of real problem. So we can't wait to see what you make.